And we are live. Come in, Alex.
Hello. Sorry, I was in the middle of looking at the wheel, our first wheel. Rocco's in the background throwing his wheel around.
Dogs in the background. I haven't got any dogs in the background
Got
here.
his own little wheel there. That's great, isn't it?
I did see my granddog on Sunday afternoon.
Ah,
He was very happy to see me.
lovely.
He goes around the park trying to pick our scent up. You can see when he's picked it up. Ollie or Kat says you can see when he's picked something up, and normally when he's found it, he's finding us.
Oh, love it.
I
love it.
That's because we stink, I think. Yeah.
No.
I should have a shower to confuse him.
No.
So, I'm back.
You're back.
Did you miss me? Were you here last week?
I was here with Jakey.
Snake.
Fastest little buzzer in the West.
Young Jake.
Amazing.
I just arrived in Edinburgh when that went live. Nice. Last week. I remember getting the little messages saying that you're live.
Nice.
I was going to tune in.
Oh, you should have tuned in.
Tune in and heckle.
Tune in and heckled me. Yeah. That would be amazing.
Well, we've got some crackers to draw for today, and looking ahead, there's some crackers going up as well.
Lovely. So
in their final week, next week, there is a 30-year-old Macallan double cask. That's a 2022 release. That's just £15 a ticket. There are just 249 tickets available, and the recommended retail price for that whiskey is somewhere in the region of £3,500. I say recommended retail price would be the sort of the auction price that we're seeing. There's also another old collectible whiskey that you wouldn't be able to buy ordinarily. It would only be through auction, so this must be coming from a private collection, and this is a Port Ellen 24-year-old from 1978. This is a second release from 2002 Diageo's special releases. Just 249 tickets for that available, and just £10 a ticket. Then there's a Japanese one from Hakushu. It's an 18-year-old peated malt. It's a special edition. It's a 2024 Karuizawa edition. Easy for me to say. There's just 199 tickets there at £7. One did sell out pretty quickly, which I would have gone for too, is the Redbreast collection of 6 whiskies for just £6. That went pretty damn quickly. There's a jolly lovely Highland Park 31-year-old from 1987. It's an independently bottled Macallan's Choice, just £5 a ticket, just 129 tickets available. So not a lot. Good odds. Again, I think that's another one of those private collections. So if you want to pick an old Highland Park, and that would be a belter.
Sounds good.
Another one that's caught my eye is a Benriach collection. A collection of 6 whiskies for just £5. Only 99 tickets available. Over half of them have gone now. I don't know much about Benriach. I must admit, it's not a distillery I know lots and lots about. We bottled a couple of bottles. I don't think I've ever bought any of their old standards in the past. I don't recall really sort of jumping on that one. I must admit, it's a distillery I need to explore, perhaps. I know its history. It did come back to life, didn't it, after a 60-year of just being the Maltons. I think it was 60 years.
Yeah.
To life. What else have we got? Well, the Johnny Walker Blue Ice Chalet has sold out pretty quickly. I've got a bottle of this downstairs. Glenfarclas Companta Companta. Companta Private Edition. This is the 2014 Private Edition release. So yes, 10 years old it came out. It followed on from Atlanta, which was I think one of the first private editions that Glenfarclas brought out. So this has been matured in 60% Burgundy wine casks from a certain area called d'État and 40% Rhone Valley casks that had Horasto. It's a bloody lovely whiskey. You can only find that at an auction now, although I have a bottle here. That was £5 a ticket. There are just 6 tickets left when I looked. 9 tickets left when I looked earlier this morning. A couple of others that have sold out. NSC, EXO, that's gone, and the Lafroig Eilig edition Feshila 2011, that's gone too. However, I've just seen some newbies go up. There's a 1969 from the Glenfarclas distillery. That's a single cask from 2000, not bottled in 2019, called The Last Drop, bottled by The Last Drop. There's a 24-year-old Macallan, £10 a ticket. That is delicious, from 1993, because I know that one. There's another Lafroig here, if you missed the other one, 33 years old. Strong characters. I think this is a new release. Looks amazing, the packaging. Must admit, it really does look. The label, the packaging, they're all starting to put boutique whiskey labels on these days, I must admit.
Nice.
What else is there? There's a Forgotten Gem. Yeah, I know you're excited, Doggy.
He thinks that sounds great.
24-year-old Ardbeg. Yeah, I see he was excited about that.
Yeah.
And why wouldn't he be? What else? There's a Craigellachie. A whole collection of 5 whiskies from the Speyside distillery of Craigellachie. So that's a 13-year-old, 17-year-old, and 19-year-old, plus 2 one Bass Armagnac cask finish, a 13-year-old, and a Master of Malt exclusive 17 to add to that little pile. So that's 5 whiskies there. And then there's the new Highland Park collection, 3 whiskies. There's their new core, new repackaged, 12, 15, and 18. So lots of good stuff. And there's 4 more £5 tickets to add for a couple of weeks' time.
Nice.
Let's pick some winners, shall we?
Let's pick our first winner. That is what the people are here to see.
That's what they're here to see.
Rolling up the sleeves.
So up first then is a boutique rum Caroni from Trinidad, the long closed distillery. It's a cask strength traditional column still rum from Caroni that closed its doors way back in 2002. This has spent a very short spell in a P.T. Isla whiskey cask. So something that we've done at Boutique just for shits and giggles. And it's quite tasty, and it has that nice. I like that little smokiness that it's done really tastefully. It hasn't been whacked in there for a long time. It's just done tastefully. Let's pick a winner. Let's get on with this draw.
Let's pick a winner. Here we'll go.
Spin that wheel.
Charlotte C. Congratulations, Charlotte.
Well done, Charlotte. The Caroni 20-year-old will be winging its way to you shortly. Okay, it looks like I thought I'd tie this Bushmills 1997 rum cask finish, the Causeway collection, into it for our second draw this afternoon. The rum cask and the rum cask. There we go. It's almost like there's some thought put into this.
There's a bit of planning going on, Dave. Imagine.
So this is from the 2022 Bushmills Causeway collection, where master blender Alex Thomas curated a superb selection of well-aged expressions. And this one enjoyed a stay in American oak rum casks from 1997 to 2022. So 1997, a very special year. My youngest was born in that year, so this is a sort of a birth year whiskey as well. Anyway, just £5 a ticket this. and there was only 77 sold. So good odds if you bought a ticket. Well done, you.
Nice.
Who's the lucky winner?
Let's have a little look. Jono. Congratulations, John.
Congratulations, John. Up next, we will head to Speyside. We're going to stay in Speyside for just a little while. We're going to go to the Glenfarclas distillery. Ah, yes, the Glenfarclas. This is a 25-year-old. It is a delicious 25-year-old whiskey, as I have a bottle of this downstairs as well. Lucky me. Yeah, I bought one of these a long time ago when they were a little bit less expensive. Yeah, 25-year-old Glenfarclas, the standard. That's sort of the top of the range of their core series. Obviously, it's quite limited. Sherry cask maturation, beautiful little family-owned distillery in the Highlands of Speyside, up there in the hills. It's such a beautiful distillery to visit. If you haven't visited, just make sure it's on your list. Anyway, this sold out pretty quickly for a £5 ticket. Let's spin that wheel, Alex.
Let's spin the wheelio. Gary C. Congratulations.
Congratulations, Gary. Staying in Speyside, I'm going for a Cappadonic 30-year-old. Now, the Cappadonic distillery closed a long time ago. 2002, I think it closed, and demolished. The distillery is no more. I mean, it was a silent distillery for a long time. It was open at the turn of the 20th century and then closed for a long time, and then came back to life when the Scotch boom was coming along. At one time, it was known as the Glen Grant #2. Until it came back to life and it was given a new name because you couldn't have the same distillery making two distilleries with the same name making the same whiskey. In Cappadonic, it's gone completely now. It's underneath the foundation of it, will be sitting underneath the Forsyth still manufacturers in the little town of Rothless. This is an extra old particular from our friends at Douglas Lang. It's a single cask. Distilled in October 1992, it spent the next 3 decades in a single refill hoggy, the industry standard, and just 281 bottles were filled. This was just a £5 ticket, and just 97 of you took up those odds.
Oh, shall we see who is going to be taking this home?
Give it a good spin, Alex.
Rusty B, congratulations.
That's a lovely little drop of liquid history, as I say, with these closed distilleries. And no chance of that distillery coming back, as, like I say, there's a manufacturing plant over the top of it now.
Oh, that's a shame.
And there's a few casks still around. We bottled a few belters as well. Right, up next.
Let's see who's next.
Well, I'm going to go, I think, to the Lowlands. I think it's a Lowlander. This is a little collection. It's a big collection, actually, from the new Lochlee distillery. New-ish. This is just the 7 whiskies for a £5 ticket from the new distillery, Lochlee. 7 bottles includes additions from the Farm Distillery's range of seasonal small batch releases, and its first sort of foray into a core range. And one of these is a single cask edition bottled exclusively for Master of Malt. So there's a complete little collection here. I've only tasted a little bit of this distillery. I mean, obviously they've only been around for a little while. I'd love to get into this, and this little collection looks Perth, just £5 a ticket, just 88 tickets were sold. Shall we pick a winner?
Let's pick a winner. Let's pick a little winner. Yannick B, congratulations.
That's a nice little set there.
Lovely set for you, Yannick.
To really get into that distillery and what they're doing with their cask strength, their harvest edition, their sowing edition, their ploughing. Oh, I like all this. Their fallow edition. Lots of really interesting styles to try there. That's really cool. Okay, we're going to nip across to the little island of Islay for a rather special Kilhoman Feshila 2018. I was there that year. This was a release that was only available if you turned up at the distillery on their distillery day. There was a queue of people outside the distillery at the crack of doom trying to get this bottle. It's certainly all gone by the time I'd got into the distillery later that morning. I don't do queues. Yes, so this was just for that. It was drawn from a vatting of just 4 bourbon barrels, so not an awful lot. Distilled in March 2017, matured for over 11 years before it was bottled in May, just before the Feshila, at 55.5% ABV. So this is one of those auction lots. Just 44 of you bought that £5 ticket, so the odds are good. Fingers crossed for you.
David A, congratulations.
Congratulations, David. And what are we doing next? We're going to stay in Islay. It's like I've slung these together with an order. I have a lovely little collection of 18-year-old Isleys. Not all of them, but a nice little bundle of 4 of them. 18-year-old Lafroig, the new Bruichladdich 18-year-old, the long-established Bamor 18-year-old, and a wonderful Bunnahabhain, which is not peated, a Bunnahabhain. So you've got 2 peated and 2 unpeated. That Bruichladdich 18 years old. No, that should be unpeated as well. 2 unpeated, 2 peated. Lightly peated with Bamor, heavily peated. So yes, start with the Bunna, go to Bruichladdich, Bamor, and finish off in Lafroig, so you don't ruin your taste buds. Okay, this one did sell out pretty quickly at £6 a ticket. I thought it would do too. There's 4 big 18-year-old whiskies with big names on. Anyway, let's pick a winner.
Congratulations, Peter.
Well, Peter, that little collection of 18-year-old Isleys will be heading its way to you. Right, we've got a big one now. That's why the dog's excited. He's been waiting for this one. This is the Diageo Special Releases 2024. Just the 8 whiskies, only just recently been announced. Gloriously coloured labels here. What have we got there? We've got the Talisker 8-year-old, which is something that they've started bringing out quite regularly over the last couple of years. There's an Oban 10-year-old. You don't see an awful lot of Oban. Kalila 11-year-old, I think that's one of the ones that comes out regular, and certainly the Lagavulin 12-year-old is definitely a special release. Has been doing that. When were they first doing that? 2018? I think that was maybe their first sort of big year. Maybe it was a little bit early, 2016. There's a Rose Isle 12-year-old. Rose Isle is their big new utility distillery that makes all the malt, so you don't see an awful lot of that. The Singleton of Glen Ord, a 14-year-old. There's a Ben Rennis, 21-year-old, and the special release is Mortlach right there at the beginning. If you wanted to buy this little lot there, you'll be looking at over £1,300 for the collection. This was an £8 ticket item. There were just 139 tickets sold. Are you ready for the winner? We are. Alex was born ready. Congratulations, Paul.
Well done, Paul.
Okay, the last two now. The last two. This is a big one. It's a Craigellachie. Craigellachie. I remember my first trip up to Scotland and trying to get to Craigellachie, Craigellachie, and then being corrected. No, you're nearly there, but it's Craigellachie. Craigellachie, 37 years old. This is a 2.5+ £1,000 bottle of whiskey. First matured in refill cask, then finished in first fill bourbon cask. It's a small batch Scotch whiskies. It is absolutely delicious. These big old Craigellachie's, worm tub whiskies, and big worm tubs, big meatiness coming through. The big thick, yeah, great whiskies. I do love it. I must admit. Yeah, this was our £10 ticket item, and 186 of you took the plunge. Okay, fingers crossed for you.
Congratulations, Phil.
Congratulations, Phil. I just finished my tea. Okay, we're down to the last one, and it is a biggie. It is the Karuizawa, the legendary Karuizawa. 1999, 2000 cask strength. This is their first batch. So this was a single malt whiskey from Japan that closed a long time ago and then was demolished. I think the name is coming back, Karuizawa, as a name, but it will be a very different distillery. This is one of those collectible things. To buy one of these, you're looking at almost £3,000 at auction. I've seen them even higher. I've seen some of these Karuizawas at eye-watering prices, and yeah, when you collector wants one, he wants one. But yeah, there's some cracking Karuizawas out there, and this was our top prize today. It's a £15 ticket item, and 162 of you are sitting on this wheel. Are you ready to spin it? Here we go.
Mr. H, congratulations.
And there we go. Congratulations, Christopher. A very special Karuizawa. So don't forget, hit masterofmalt.com competitions. Ultra rare whiskies being won for ridiculously low prices. There will be another 4 whiskies added to not next week's but the week after's tally. There'll be 4 £5 tickets coming up. I'll give you a sneak preview if I may. There's some Japanese whiskey coming up, 2 bottles of Japanese on the £5 tickets. There's a Miyajiko 10-year-old and a Hibiki Japanese Harmony. That's a 100th anniversary. Bunnahabhain Calvados finish. That's a Feshila 2022 if you were collecting Feshila bottles. And there is a Edward Dower 23-year-old to come too. So keep your eyes peeled on that competitions page on Master of Malt, and we'll see you here this time next week, I guess. Will you be around, Alex?
I am indeed around this time next week.
Have you got a singing dog?
The week after will be my last one.
It will be our last one next week.
Not next week, the week after. You've got me for 2
the week after. Oh my, the end of the month. Oh no, even getting to the end of November.
I know.
Have we got a replacement in training?
Well, I might have to give Jake a bit of a training, get his hair growing a bit more. can borrow Rocco whenever he wants.
Oh, you wouldn't get rid of him.
Trouble.
Thanks for tuning in. If you're tuning in, congratulations to all our winners. Keep your eyes peeled on Master of Malt competitions. If there's something you'd like us to dig out the warehouse and put up for the prize, just drop us a message. Let us know and we'll see what we can do. We'll speak to the elves in the warehouse and see if we can get that up and find a question to get it up on our competitions page. Thanks for watching. Lovely to see you again, Alex.
Always a delight, Dave.
We'll see you all this time next week.